Hey, Vic, start off with a couple of questions about Drew Lock. Will he practice today?
Right now, we're not sure. He'll either be limited or not. He's going to go out there and walk through. We'll see how he feels and determine it from there. So he definitely, at the best, would be limited or possibly no practice.
Has he made good progress over the last 48 hours to play Sunday?
He's made good progress, since Monday morning till Wednesday morning. We'll see how much he continues to make the progress throughout the week and see where he goes.
Can you describe what the nature of the injury was?
Yeah, it's a bruise and strain, something to that effect. Nothing's broken or anything.
And then last one for me on the injuries. Who won't practice today? Dotson, Rogers, Joe Jones.
Joe Jones won't. Rogers won't. Dotson is fine to practice. We've given him Wednesdays off in the past. We may not today, since he didn't play last week. And who's the other one?
Eli Wilkinson. Do you think he's a possibility for this week, or is he still a little bit away?
He's a possibility. We're going to see how he does with more of a workload in practice this week.
Thanks.
Next one, Artie Simpson.
Hey, Vic, I was wondering if you could just talk about, releasing Devontae Harris for, I guess, Devontae Bosby's spot.
Yeah, obviously we got to where we had 12 defensive backs on the roster. So, we were top heavy there and we needed the space. And, we just, chose Devontae to be that guy at this point.
And Bosby will be available for you this week?
He will be. He will be available.
Next one, Eric DeLala.
Coach, if Brett has to play, what'd you like about what you saw from him in his start against the Jets?
I thought he handled the situation good. I didn't think he felt any pressure or the moment was too big for him. Thought he went out there and executed the offense. And I would expect that he would benefit from that, if he is to play this week.
Is he a guy that you would feel comfortable in if he doesn't get all that many snaps during the week? If Drew takes a majority but then can't end up going, how comfortable do you feel that Brett could step in?
I feel comfortable that Brett can do that. But Brett, like I said earlier, Drew at best is going to be limited today. So I expect Brett to get a good bit of the reps today.
Next one, Mike Kliss.
Coach, you have quite a few guys on IR that look like they're getting healthier. They've been on the side field for a while. Any of those guys coming back? Mark Barron, Andrew Beck, Derek Tuska, those type of guys this week?
Tuska won't. Mark's making good progress. He eventually can. And who's the first one you said?
Mike, go ahead. Your line's unmuted.
Jake Butt, Andrew Beck.
Yeah, Andrew's eligible to come back this week. We're going to practice him some this week and see where he's at. Butt's not eligible to come back this week.
Next one, Jeff Leghorn.
Vic, on Drew, is there any thought to just saying give him a week to get better, or rather than sort of wrestling with limited reps and then trying to play him?
Well, all of that will play into the final decision. How much does he practice? How does he feel? And when he is practicing, how does he look? So all of that will factor into the final decision, yes.
Next one, Troy Rang.
Coach, you guys are scoring more points this year offensively, not where you want to be. But the one thing that I'm sure it jumps out on your page when you look at it in the morning, you guys lead the NFL in giveaways and are dead last in interceptions. When you've kind of taken stock of that, I mean, it's three different quarterbacks. That's part of it. Is there a way as you move forward to say, like, you've got to just somehow take better care of the ball?
Yeah, we talked about that today, especially playing the Dolphins, who excel in that area of taking it away on defense. So this will be a very important week for us to take care of the ball. And as you alluded to, we haven't done a good job of that in several games this season. And it's come back to hurt us.
Next one, Zach Stevens.
Hey, Coach, how challenging is it for defensive players and a defensive player caller like yourself to go up against a left-handed quarterback? Are there any changes in the preparation?
There's not many changes in the preparation. You just know he's a left-hander. I wish we had a left-handed quarterback to simulate him during practice, but we don't. That would be the one thing I wish we had to prepare for him, would be a left-handed practice quarterback.
Time for a few more. Next one, Brandon Cristal.
Vic, sorry, back to Drew. You talked about it a little bit on Monday about Drew's practice time. If he's out there but limited and Brett takes most of the team reps, could Drew still start if he's there and going through stuff but not able to, at least, the Wednesday, Thursday when the practice was more intense?
Again, I think it all depends on how he feels, how he's showing that he can play and operate, how much is he favoring it, is it affecting him. But we do want him to get a significant amount of reps at some point during the week. So I think it's a little early for that question, but, probably a better question on Friday. But, yeah, we do want him to practice some. We don't want him to go into the game with, very limited snaps or none.
Final two, Nick and Kyle. Go ahead, Nick.
Vic, wanted to touch on something you said about Dolphins having a lot of takeaways this year. This is a team that started 0-7 last year, but that defense has really come around. As you study them, what are some of the biggest things you have to account for with them when it comes to how they're creating some of these turnovers?
Well, they like the pressure. They'll bring a good bit of pressure at in certain situations against certain formations, and they do a good job of that. They're playing fast, they're playing hard, and they are creating turnovers. And that's one of the reasons they've won a bunch here lately, that and their special teams and their offense has been playing very, very good also. So right now they've got a good formula going. All three phases are complementing each other and contributing to the wins. And they're doing a great job there.
Final one, Kyle Newman.
Nick, obviously no actual Pro Bowl this year, but the voting just opened. What Broncos do you think, 9 games in, are most deserving of the vote?
Well, I mean, obviously being the coach of the team, I'm going to go overboard. But, Bowles, Risner, obviously in the O-line are two guys that I think would deserve consideration. Glasgow possibly, but he's missed a few these games. I think Shelby was playing very good. Obviously, he's going to miss 3 games. That always hurts a little bit. Bradley's doing good. I think Bryce is doing good. Both safeties, Kareem and Justin, are doing good. Both inside linebackers are playing good for us, AJ and Josie. So I believe all of those guys, and Brandon McManus, obviously, I think deserves strong consideration.
Okay, Coach, thanks for taking the time.